bereit machen zum Kampf. Runde beginnt
An unfortunate ending to the music, but a very great ending to start this series of Quake. As we start this series of Quake on Retc0n, who is spawning near the Mega Health, picks up light arm beforehand, and gets the first damage off, although be just a little bit of tickling with the nail gun. First damage has been dealt. No real aggression so far. Both players are very content with not giving up too much stack, and Klyb there with a nice trap at the heavy armor, using his weapon arsenal advantage. For the best. And no, now he needs to be careful. There is a way where Klyb just pushes, and Klyb does that. But Klyb also gets pushed back by the lightning gun. That was a lifesaver from Retc0n. Retc0n jumps past the Mega. Still, we're very weak. One railgun will kill him, but the rocket it is indeed. Klyb fires it off preemptively, gets the frag as a reward. Now, another one, but this time it was 10 HP. The switch to the super shotgun from Retc0n was a little bit too late here. And now it results in, yeah, Klyb being out of control, but in the lead. Scratch that control! The railgun is wreaking havoc on Retc0n. Retc0n is now not even in the better stack anymore, and this is it. Retc0n loses the third frag. Stack's kind of similar, but Klyb is in a way better position to pick up this heavy, and he does so. So now the stacks are nowhere near to be similar. Retc0n just tries to get the weapons he needs to get back into control, which is mainly the railgun probably, to deal unreturned damage from long range and prevent Klyb to burst damage onto him with flame strike and rockets. But there we go, some beautiful rails from Retc0n. Actually is in the better stack now. The flame strike doesn't really hit as well, and a beautiful rocket to finish it off. Retc0n's on the board, and the German for the first time is not on 0 in this tournament anymore. Both players exchange rails here as they meet at the teleporter exit. Oh, beautiful tribal, but the rail from Klyb is insane as well. Makes the life of Retc0n just so much harder. Still, Retc0n is the one who has the stack that allows him to fight, and Klyb doesn't. Klyb gets found off guard. Hands down, and hands down another frag for Retc0n. And that's a beautiful lightning gun tracking. 222 damage. That's a lot of twos. Oh, that rocket bounce was fortunate for Retc0n. He could have fell off the map easily there. But in the end, it was just prolonging death because, yeah, the rocket from Klyb found the way onto the German anyway. And the Russian drops and burns Retc0n, but he still dies. It seems like he lost the heavy still. And now we have a fight. HMG against lightning gun. The lightning gun has the higher DPS, but the HMG has the range advantage. And now we're just gonna see a damage of 4s against 10s. And there we go. The 16s actually are coming out, and Retc0n is going to be the victor of this. Great weapon choice. I did not actually think that the shotgun would be able to outdamage the HMG on this distance, but it did. Magic. Retc0n is still lacking rockets and railgun. Klyb has been doing a very good job of denying the position to pick the weapons up, but beautiful timing on that tribal. Greets him with 71 damage. And now the lightning gun could be the right weapon for the fight, but he delayed the Mega so much that Klyb actually, by just not moving from rockets, got the heavy for free. Well, a little bit of damage, but basically for free.
Initiated.
Oh, the nail gun switch too late, and beautiful damage from Klyb. Rocket to rail combination. And now it's yeah, one shot will kill Retc0n again, and it does. Landing a rail before dying will diminish the effect of the Mega Health on Klyb though. And Retc0n actually can fight. He just doesn't have the weapons for it. So he will fall back and find whatever he can. Grabs himself a railgun, and now all that's left is the LG, and he gets that as well. And now he's in a good position. 2 seconds between the major items will mean a split or a fight. And there we go. Retc0n seems to want to fight, and the flame strike misses in a beautiful direct. And the German forces the spawn at nailgun again to make sure that Retc0n Klyb has no chance of getting the mega. And for the first time, the Galina's in control, gets the heavy after, delays it, and a beautiful rotation from the German will result in him getting the lead for the first time. Low on lightning gun, low on rockets, so he will need to restack. But hitting a rail like this will make his opponent's forward progress a little bit less easy. And then the tribal on top of that. But now the HMG is doing its work. And just by the skin of his teeth, Retc0n survives it. Beautiful tribal again, and he's been very, very masterful with that weapon so far. But now not having any rockets or any lightning gun will mean Retc0n is not showing up at heavy. Gets the timing via sound cue still. And now he should look to refresh his ammunition. The ammo box should have been spawned too, and a beautiful rail. Instead of the ammo box, I think you can take it, especially because he followed it up. And there we go, the click comes out, but the rocket still is enough. And Retc0n, for the first time in this game, actually is able to build a lead that is significant. All the bopping goes on as we can see that Retc0n gets another frag, and this time the totem is kind of in a weird spot. It took so long to deploy. Did you see that? And in the end, the tribal is the finisher weapon, giving its workload it gets in this match from Retc0n the very well-deserved credit on frag as well. And now it doesn't even look like it was a close game to begin with, but it was really close just up until a few minutes ago. Klyb was even in the lead for a long time in this match. And there is a way he could come back, but he's now just fighting rockets with rail, and then a desperation gauntlet means nothing good for the Russian, and the Russian loses his life for a 12th. Retc0n now with firm grasp over the control, and the firm shootings of tribal will make the life of Klyb ever so hard. Klyb tries to get the mega, and he is in position, but he doesn't have the timing, so it results in him needing to rocket chop in and out again, and then a rail from Retc0n in the end means that he never picked up any item at all. All the stack he collected, the light armor, the mega health, the health bubbles, everything is just gone by forcing out 2 rocket jumps. And there we go, another rail, and this time it's the HMG of the German, getting him even the more seizable lead. There we go, at this point Retc0n doesn't really have to do anything anymore. Klyb just will push him, and Klyb calls the GG. We see 47% lightning gun, 78% rail. This is insane, and add on to that a decent amount of control, and you have no chances. Very well played from Retc0n right here. After a rocky start, I might say, though. Next map will be Molten, and it will be the battle of the big guys. I will once again give you 2 minutes to place your lightning bolts on the champ and the player of your choice. But yeah, this is a fast series as it turns out. Everyone wants to play the big guys, but we will see. Sandals against hydraulic oil and a lot of metal. on the old castle that is the Molten Forge.
Bereit machen zum Kampf. Runde beginnt in 3, 2, 1, kämpft.
Okay, so starting on Clutch this time. Mega health, light armor, rocket launcher, and soon to be railgun in his hands. Well, I think Retc0n's sporting shotgun and LG, so the range advantage is in the hand of Klyb, and Klyb uses it right away, going aggressive, and the bull rush is forced out, but he can't finish it off. The trekking with the mining drill is not sufficient enough to strip the 3 HP of Retc0n, but in the end it was just a question of time. And an aggressive pushing clutch using all the weapons he has to advantage will result in the first frag. Retc0n delayed the heavy so much that it could come back to haunt him right here. Klyb almost was fast enough, but in the end he wasn't, and beautiful play there from Retc0n, delaying the teleporter walk so he can actually avoid a fight and has some more time to collect weapons he desperately needs. There you go. Hit number 1 with the rail after the respawn, and Retc0n just gets sent back to the drawing board. Oh, the plethora of rockets forcing out the bull rush again, but this could result in a ring out. Klyb's movement is well enough, though, and he's aware of the situation that he can avoid it. 2 frags ahead for the clutch. And I need to do something. I'm very sorry, I didn't do it earlier. But yeah, there we go. Just as I try to fix the sound, we have the kill for Retc0n with the passive. Bull rush was still not there, but the German is so weak on stack, and now he's in such a bad position that he will actually be dead on arrival, but no! He just uses the speed of Klyb against him and finds himself in a very good spot. Rockets into bull rush, into suicide. Rather trade. And the Mega is still up. Klyb has no idea about it anyway. And now it's a race. And the race is being won by Klyb, kind of, but Klyb is so fast that he speeds past the finish line. Will get the trophy in the end and pushes aggressively forward because he knows that there is no lightning gun on Retc0n, and he decides to go for the nail gun instead of something like the shotgun, and I think the shotgun would have gave him a better result there. Now again, Retc0n needs the weapons, and Klyb will make him pay for picking up railgun and rocket launcher, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. He just favors picking up the heavy instead, which is a very, very great prize. And now it's an LG battle, and it looks decent, despite the armor. The HP of the robot was towards 0 first, and Retc0n gets the frag in the end, but he can't get the frag before the Mega, as Klyb's rockets are impeccable. Retc0n couldn't connect the required shots to get away with that play. And another great rocket there, bouncing the German off the item, securing it for himself and getting a frag. Huge value for the Russian. Oh, 80 damage from the nails. Tribal is the answer. It's not quite 80, but it's a bit. Still, Klyb is controlling the area of the map that Retc0n needs to be so desperately controlling, because he needs all the vials, all the armor, and they are over at heavy, of course. Klyb is doing a very good job at denying that position to him. Retc0n, though, is opening up with some damage, and yeah, we just see a little bit of trading of position, it feels like, because now Retc0n is the one who is having the better spot through the item, and he will trap Klyb with great LG, but the rockets from the Russian are great, and in the end he falls down on the heavy. right in time, and the clutch is not railable while the scale bearer is, and it's a sick frag for the Russian, who is extending his lead to a commanding size now. Retc0n, fortunately enough, despite having his back turned, gets away with a mega and even a frag, and I wonder how this was working out, but in the end it worked out for Retc0n and his sandals. Oh. And now he will just push forward 200, almost 300 stag for the robot, and there's not barely 100 was left for Klyb, for Retc0n. Just for informational purposes, as a fight breaks out and hell breaks loose for Retc0n because he gets absolutely treated by an infernal amount of rocket damage. I was gonna say that the passive of Klyb and Retc0n in this case is kind of similar, but another fight breaks out, and again the better end for the robot, the shield being able to mitigate much more damage than the bull rush does in the end. But there you go, the retaliation frag desperately needed, and the heavy is there as a reward too. Now that we might have a little bit of time before they find each other, they both gain speed if they just hold one directional movement key, is what I was going to say. Okay, so now that I finally was able to speak it out, we see Retc0n pushing into the shotgun room with his lightning gun and dealing some decent damage on Klyb, but Klyb doesn't really have the desire to fight. All he wants to is just get out of there, restack, and be happy with his 5 frag lead. And I think so far he definitely will be quite happy with having such a commanding lead. And there we go, the movement of clutch can make you take those dangerous angles a lot less punishing. And there we go, the bull rush misses. Huge dodging from the Spanish robot. And he gets his 10th frag, and now it's really crunch time. Retc0n can't afford to give up any more frags, otherwise I think he won't have a chance to come back of this one. And he does the right thing, getting a frag, but at a huge cost. He lost almost all his stack. Lightning gun duel breaks out, and this is the fight. No matter the stack, you never want to be the clutch in. You're just gonna eat that electricity like you're a Tesla. Nice rail shot. Klyb is just easily vacating the area as Retc0n falls back himself to deny light, and I think this is important, but I don't know if it was more important than getting the frag right there, right now. And Klyb is just living on the sound cues Retc0n is giving him, avoiding any fight, staying in that upper area at nailgun and shotgun. Now moving to rail, so he is definitely able to move and hear Retc0n anywhere on the map. Retc0n gets the sound cue off the bounce pad, but I think it was a fake. Retc0n goes for the fake himself and finds Klyb, but Klyb is greeting him with the lightning gun and deals huge amount of damage. Again, the shield is helping him in that fight once more. And now with mega spawning, 90 seconds, 4 frags to go. Retc0n basically needs to fight after fight, but the question is, will he be able to? Because Klyb has been doing a very good job at avoiding him if he wants it to. And I'm not sure if that's going to change now that Retc0n is forcing more and more moments of fights. But given the speed of the champions, this can backfire very easily for both of them. And another great trap from Klyb. The rocket kind of misses, and there we go. The speed of clutch and the rocket jumps actually help him secure another frag and survive for even longer. And this will definitely mean we are going to see a map number 3. There is no way that Retc0n is finding 5 frags in 45 seconds. So, make that 6 as The bop just drains in, and there we go. This is where you don't want to, like, hug a cannonball. Yeah, Klyb. If you play that champ yourself, you should not be surprised. Oh, but Retc0n is not giving up. He just really wants to get frag after frag after frag, and there we go. Another huge lightning gun fight. This time the thunder is on the side of Retc0n, and the god of lightning grants him another kill.
Verloren.
Yeah, 8-12 victory. A rather controlled victory for Klyb. Yeah, Retc0n was not really hitting for Retc0n at all. Lightning gun was, but then again it's a clutch, right? So the last map will be Awoken. Where we will see Klyb on the skateboard punk, the Anarchy, and Retc0n will show us how well he can slide on a butt.
Bereit machen zum Kampf. Runde beginnt in 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
kämpft.
so the deciding map begins now, and the butt slider starts at the best spawn you can get on this map, in my opinion. Railgun, heavy armor, rocket launcher. Here you go. You're a big and hefty boy and have all the weapons you need. But Retc0n actually favors in getting all the weapons in his own arsenal, then denying them. So now you can show how great of a Pika pilot he is. He gets up 30 damage, that's not too bad. Yeah, and Klyb now, the noisy hoverboard, hovering over the doorway there. And we will see a fight on heavy. Klyb is actually the player who gets it. But yeah, 41 damage is a price you can pay for a heavy, especially if you're in an Anarchy. Inject ready will mean he can top off at like 270 stack right now. That's a good play from him. But Retc0n stack is not that small either, and Retc0n in the end will be able to get control over T-Con again, because Klyb is very careful in pushing forward into this, and the Pika is giving him control over that choke point time and time again. But now Retc0n needs to fight him, because he is in a very grim position at that heavy armor, and there we go. Klyb stack is almost completely gone. Retc0n leaves his opponent down bleeding and has the right read. He heard him even, and a beautiful railgun shot gets the first frag of this deciding map. And Retc0n is also really prioritizing getting all the time vials he can, so the inject is not ready as much. And picking up 2 light armors will certainly not make Anarchy dive any easier. Oh, and the bounce pad again. Last time Klyb went here, he died, and Klyb is still worse for wear, but Retc0n's stack is not the best himself. Retc0n though has been doing a great job of delaying the items, so now on the next rotation he can comfortably set up for the heavy, which is just now. Okay, he does not comfortably set up because Klyb is able to cut off his way. And Klyb will again be able to secure the item. And now maybe the huge delay he put did come back to haunt him because Klyb seems to be the player with the better stack. Fortunately for Retc0n, that rail misses. Klyb will be kicking his ass for that. But the mega health is still up. Seems like Klyb has no interest in picking that up at all. As the game goes silent, both players remove sound cues and enjoyed the silence for a while until Klyb slipped into the green bag armor. Oh, full peak damage. This time it hits. The heavy gets still picked up by the skateboard punk, but huge amounts of damage. And that rocket was so clutch. Klyb can't afford to go anywhere. No sound cue is being able for Retc0n to be picked up. And both players retreat to get up some poverty items before the mega spawns. Klyb again will not show any interest in picking it up. Klyb is just very careful at the moment. He is happy with getting the heavy and not dying for it all the time. But there we go. This time he mistimes it, and two beautiful rockets from the German will get him a third frag. And off the spawn caught again. The light champion will melt under the lightning gun of Retc0n as he slides into an even bigger lead with that frag. And there we go. He finds him again. Rocket jump to keep up the pace high, but a huge defensive rocket from Klyb keeps Retc0n at bay. Wow, the peak damage. While removing it, Klyb removed himself from the map as well, resulting in the first minus score. And yeah, Klyb seems exhausted. Oh, the ledge grab just in time. It looked like it was Klyb's mega health to take, but it wasn't really. Yeah, now Retc0n is not going for any shenanigans anymore. He's just picking up the heavy. May Klyb have all the lights in the world. Oh, and after that rail, he can even deny that light now too. Huge tri-bolt again. This is an exile flashback for Klyb, as he gets hammered by the sound of that weapon. Wow, and the huge lightning gun triggered off the bounce pad there again. And another railgun shot. Oh, spawn forcing and using the speed of the struck to perfection to keep the pace as high as he can. Another frag on the board, and yeah, giving up heavy for that. And Retc0n's point of view right now might be worth, because he immediately hits the rail, and then the control that Klyb just had with the heavy is mitigated immediately, and the huge rocket again. Retc0n is playing like completely from another planet compared to the first two maps. What he's pulling off now is insane. And another fight at T-Con, and Retc0n is actually the one who's getting pushed away from it, but he deals the major hand of the damage in that fight again, and yeah, that means, especially after the rail, Klyb can be happy to not get killed here. Both players are weak, but the heavy is there to greet Retc0n, and will mean he can tank another rail even. There we go, now he's railable. But a certain someone now is not anymore, and the certain someone is pushing his luck there. Nice shot, getting the frag, getting out of the negative as well. Klyb is on the board, and for the first time on Awoken, I think, we are seeing the Russian on his anarchy.
I see stars.
Seemed like it was a rather short burst of control out of Klyb there, because Retc0n answers it back immediately with another frag. And just, yeah, completely decimates Klyb there as he gets his 10th frag. Nice awareness of Retc0n there, that he was out of rockets, not swapping to it, but he just does now and clicks. I mean, he would have probably been dead there anyway, but without the click, he definitely would have dealt more damage. Huge railgun again! The killing shot misses though. I mean, at this point in time, it doesn't really feel it matters anymore. But here we go. Make it a 10 frag game again. And Klyb took full 5 seconds to respawn. It seems like Klyb will take a little bit more to respawn, as he just seems to be standing AFK. And Retc0n is showing him how to hunt ducks and shoot fish in a barrel. So, that means we will see a match of Retc0n against Cypher. Yeah, scratchy nose syndrome, indeed.
Noch eine Minute.
I mean, what is happening right now is just for the lulz, right? Even though nice nails and a beautiful rocket. Okay, that's a quite entertaining trait, to be honest. But yeah, it's just 30 seconds. And Klyb sees Retc0n tomorrow as he leaves the match. And we see another commanding accuracy difference and rail and lightning gun for Retc0n. Definitely his signature weapons. Yeah, so I can give you a little roundup of what has happened so far in terms of scores as we go back to the lobby.